YouTube.com probably presents to you for the last 3 years, it's New Jersey's #1 commentator, Ed0626. And why would you say 3 years? Well, today, October 25th, 2014, marks my last 3 years on YouTube. Well, not my last 3 years, but I've been on YouTube for about 3 years now. And today is a pretty exciting and important day from my point of view of it. Anyway, I just want to get to the gameplay in the background here. I thought since it was a special occasion, I would give you guys a zombie gameplay. So it's nothing really special. It's 9 rounds. I ended up getting I ended up doing a really stupid thing in the end. I'll try and point that out towards the end of the video, which is how I died. But for right now, I just wanted to talk about my last the whole being 3 years on YouTube. Now, for those of you who do know, I have, for the last like maybe 1 3/4, 2 years, something like that, I really wasn't active in terms of uploading videos. And when I say that, it's not like I wasn't active as in liking videos or, you know, subscribing people. I did that a lot. I really couldn't post any videos because I didn't have the means to do so. I didn't have a capture card or anything, and I still don't have a capture card. I really would like to change that in the future. I would really like to give you guys better quality videos, but for now I guess this is what I gotta make do with, unfortunately. So I really, for those of you who've watched my videos and subscribed and all, I mean, yeah, I do appreciate it and thank you. I know this isn't the best, but really, it's really much appreciated. Anyway, but I mean, I've seen, but yeah, back to the subscribing and stuff. I mean, I've also, well, I wouldn't say also, but I was really active, you can say. Like, I was really active when it came to posting videos, not posting videos, liking videos, commenting, you know, stuff of that nature. It was I always watched guys like, you know, the old Wii back in the day, like not the Wii U, the regular Wii. I always watched guys like Mr. Huntin' Noobs, who is probably one of the most hysterical guys I've watched on YouTube. So I gotta give him props for that. He's really a big influence on me in terms of making videos and all. And guys like Fisticuffs, you know, Thunder, T-Bets. I mean, those guys I've watched for a long time. I really enjoy their content, and I wouldn't say they influenced me to make videos, because when I first made this channel, I really didn't know what I would do with it. I guess I was hoping to make YouTube videos at one point in time, but I really didn't even know whether or not I wanted to be a gamer YouTuber, since I knew there was like, oh, there must be a lot of competition and stuff. And how did that guy not die? I shot him point blank, and for somehow he was still alive. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, and back when I first had YouTube wasn't as difficult to grow as it is now. Like, I watched YouTube, it always had like that flat sort of channel look. It didn't have all that how do you say, dimension to it or whatever. It's kind of hard to explain how the YouTube has changed over the years. All I can say is, as far as I know from the top of my head, it's been more difficult to grow. And for me, it hasn't really been much of a problem for me. But because I never really, to me, whether or not I grew in the last year and a half or so, really didn't matter to me, because I didn't have videos to give people anyway. So to me, it really didn't matter whether or not I grew. And then now that I'm posting videos, it kind of matters a little bit more. But to me, I think of doing YouTube more as a hobby than a full-time job. I don't hate on people who do it as a full-time job. Hey, that's you. That's all you, man. But I really, you know, I've tried to do my best to work my ass off. And for those of you who do or don't know, this past summer was really the first time I really could get into making videos, because I found out some of the means to do so, and I was pretty happy about that. So it's like a 3 years in the making dream. But yeah, at least I think of it that way. But I'm pretty pleased with how everything's turned out, to be honest with you. I couldn't change anything else. I can't see it any other way than I do it now. the way I do it now is how I think it's the best way for me to do it anyway. And as you can see, there's a whole horde of zombies. I don't know what I was thinking. All I was trying to think about when I was making this video was don't die. That's all I kept thinking. It was like, don't die too soon. Like I said, I ended up going 9 rounds and made a stupid mistake that I shouldn't have done. But as you can see, I'm trimming down the horde. This is like an episode of The Walking Dead. You gotta take them out quick as possible. But and I was by myself too. I didn't have anybody. I wasn't playing with anybody in this game either. But speaking of playing with people, I'd like to give a shout out to some of my guys who've watched my videos, like my buddy Hollow and Anthony and John, aka JR. You know, guys like them. And I also want to give a little shout out to some of my other smaller YouTuber guys that I know and watch. There are some of my good friends, Tyler and David, aka Brightlight and Limited, I believe their names are on YouTube. I can't really remember, to be honest, so I'm sorry, but you know, I always give shout outs to those guys. I would always give shout outs to those guys when I can on Twitter. So if you guys follow me on Twitter at realmatt0626, it would and if you ever see me tweet about some other guys like them, give them a subscribe and stuff and help them out, because they really deserve it. They know what they're doing. But so back to the whole 3 years on YouTube thing. It's really been a good experience for me. Not just in terms of making videos and putting myself out there for all of you to enjoy. I always thought of it like when I first came up with the whole thing. I wouldn't say I came up with this at first. Like, how do I explain? Like when I first came up with the whole moniker New Jersey's #1 commentator, I really thought of it more as like, you know how people create personalities and stuff, like, you know, in pro wrestling people do that sort of thing. People create gimmicks and such. Well, I wouldn't say this is much of a gimmick. This is something I really do strive to be. I know there are other guys who are better commentators out there who have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subscribers. But to me, as I can see, you go down. I had quick revive, so thank God they gave me quick revive to use. So, but as I was saying, it really I just lost my train of thought. My bad. But wow, I really lost my train of thought. I was so into this gameplay just now. I really lost my train of thought. Wow, I'm a moron. Well, I guess I'll get back to that, whatever I was talking about. But as you can see here, I just want to talk about the game a little bit. At this point, I'm like, okay, here's the box, and of course they give me shitty guns. They were giving me shitty guns the whole game. What is it? I got a ballistic knife, then I got a 5.7. Who wants a 5.7? Then I finally got a good gun, which was the M8. You know, the 4-shot, 3-shot or 4-shot. I don't remember what. I think it's a 3-shot gun in multiplayer. You guys haven't seen me use it, but I'm pretty good with it. Yeah, there's the 5.7. And then they gave me dual-wield 5.7s. And I'm like, why would you give me dual-wield 5.7s? What the hell? Oh man, it was ridiculous. But yeah. My buddy Anthony, just a little side note. My buddy Anthony was telling me a couple days ago. He was all like, you know what? I gotta teach you how to rape train. I'm like, well, I told him about this gameplay, and I'm like, well, I was doing rape training the whole freaking game. What do you want me to do? He's like, well, it's a little bit harder to go through the middle. And I'm like, well, you tell me that now after I get completely destroyed by a whole horde of zombies. I'm like, oh god. But yeah, so like I said, this is like a little treat for you guys, a whole little 3-year treat. 3 years in the making right here of a zombie gameplay. Shitty quality and all, but at least a decent gameplay to give out. Anyway. So, yeah, I mean, that's my whole little spiel, I guess you can say, on what do you call on 3 years on YouTube. I really am happy about that, and now I did just remember what I was gonna say. I remember now what I was trying to say was when I came up with New Jersey's #1 commentator, I didn't come up with it as a gimmick. I really considered myself not at the time, but I really wanted to be New Jersey's #1 commentator. I wanted to represent my home state somehow in the making of that. At least I thought it was a pretty good idea. And I guess you can always tell I'm always pumped up about it when I do my my commentary intro thing. You know, the whole little tribute to the New Age Outlaws, I guess you can call it. And finally I get the M8, so now you guys get to see a lot better gameplay. This is probably the best part of the game, if you ask me. But yeah, so I didn't, like, some people can say, oh, I just, like I don't want to talk shit about anybody in this, but like, look at PewDiePie. He makes himself look like a complete moron, and yet he's still the most successful guy on YouTube. Somehow, some way, that's how I think of it anyway. I don't diss him for doing what he does. I wouldn't do it that way. But, you know, you do what you gotta do sometimes, you know. I really don't feel like I have to make myself into a big kid, I guess you can say, just to pull off views and stuff. To me, if you want to be successful, in my opinion, you always have to be yourself. And I see people do that all the time. And you know, to me, I think it's something that influences me. It really influences me to be the best I could be for you guys, and to show other people that, you know, there's a new sort of generation coming up, and we're coming at you hard, sort of thing. So that's really where New Jersey's #1 commentator came out. And as you can see, there's no more quick revive, and you can tell I was really pissed. I was like, what am I gonna do? But yeah. So and anyway, like I really am happy that you guys have watched my videos. For anyone who has watched them, I really am grateful for that. I really couldn't get where I am without you guys, and I guarantee you I would never give up on this dream of one day becoming New Jersey's #1 commentator. And if you I also posted a picture earlier today on Twitter, like I said, RealMatt0626, and it was like a drawing I made a month ago almost, just for, I like to draw a lot, and I kind of made a picture sort of commemorating this day. I entitled it 3 Years Strong, and what it is, it's sort of like it's kind of like this. I kind of traced out the state of New Jersey, and I traced out a little star. And, you know, I kind of think of it as like a logo of mine. You know, some guys have logos and stuff. Like Thunder has the skull and the thunderbolts and the guns and stuff. You know, Fisticuffs has the fist. T-Bets has I couldn't tell you what T-Bets' logo is, because I've seen him have a whole bunch of sort of stuff. But it really I said to myself, hey, a couple months ago, maybe a year or two ago, I said, hey, why not just make my own thing? And that's where the whole star, state of New Jersey, and with the M for Matt, because my name is Matt, and sort of thing came in. And I was pretty stoked about it. I was like, wow, this is a great idea. I don't think anybody else can come up with this. I may be wrong, but what are you going to do? But if y'all want to see that picture, just check it out on Twitter. I really tried to do my best to do an explosion too in the background as that was going on. So if you see like a big yellow and orange looking blob, you know where that came from. I tried to make an explosion, but I mean, yeah, I mean, as you can tell, I've been really psyched out about making YouTube videos. You know, I was really psyched about it. But I couldn't have like I said, I can't envision it any other way than the way I do it now. So, and the 9th and final round. I'm really gonna go play by play out here with you guys. All right, I got the box. This is what's gonna happen. I was trying to get the box. I was hoping they give me a good gun. They give me the dual-wield 5.7s, which is the one thing I did not want to get. I can't stand using dual-wield guns in zombies. I was thinking right there, maybe I get the shotgun, but I didn't know how powerful it was going to be. Usually it's a one-shot kill in the early rounds. I didn't know how good it was going to be in round 9. So I'm just running around like a madman. As you can see, I was kind of running around this whole middle of the map. I thought to myself, just do the same thing you did last round. If you made it through last round, you can do it this way. You could do it on this one. That's what I said to myself. As you can see, I'm running around like a complete madman, because you all know the end's coming soon. The end's gonna come, and actually this almost is the end if you think about it. I remember this. I was trying my best to take them all out too. I was like, God damn it, this damn dual-wield pistol. I can't win. I got that guy rushing me. I'm running past zombies trying not to get hit. But this is my one fatal flaw here. I ran into almost a whole horde. I was trying to reload and shoot at the same time with a bunch of zombies up my ass. It was ridiculous, and as you can see, it's the Fallout right there. I tried. Anyway, thanks for giving me this opportunity, everyone. Let's make it. Let's have more years, good years to come, and 3 years strong, baby. Let's keep going. Y'all have a blessed day.